now that it's springtime, it's blessed to be living in a tent here, to wake up pretty early, just immediately see the sun. Makes all the difference, not just to me but other people. Instead of feral use throwing bottles at the tent, now just get people coming and handing you joints of a bud, you know, making new acquaintances, and more importantly, testifying, speaking about why I'm in a tent, how I happened to find sanctuary only under these circumstances. Like, that's what people want to know, quite rightly. Wagwan. So just had a conversation. We were talking about waking up people, you know. I said, fuck them, bless them, shrug, whatever. You know, if you don't know by now, then it's not about words, it's just about embodiment now. Living in a tent in a public park is just my embodiment of glitching the matrix. But that's just the unintended, because in reality I just like it here. It's a nice space to live. Nobody's forcing me to be here. I've just been here for 2 months. And actually that's what I needed, because I was in a tent on the beach at Weymouth. I was there for 1 week before I basically had to leave, because it was made very, very difficult for me to be there, and all of my belongings were taken by the council in that instance. Not for any reason other than to inconvenience me, because they knew I weren't a threat, because I was quite literally there to do the opposite of disturb the peace. And it's only in disconnecting from the main island of the United Kingdom, crossing a channel of water and coming to another island, have I not been bothered. Or conversely, where I have just received the full support and assistance that I have needed. But mostly those institutions, and who can you blame? It is individual humans, but it's all the same. It's just an energy feedback loop of, it's a consciousness. The police, it's a consciousness of its own, has to be. Bless the police. Bless the police. Bless the individual humans, if there's any left, inside the uniforms of that hive mind cult consciousness. Yeah? That dog clearly agrees. See, even dogs can still find it in their heart to forgive police, authorities, prime ministers, presidents. Yeah, that's what it's like now. Because you can't hold a grudge and divine blessings in the same hands, and you can't grow any more hands. You can't say fuck the devil and God bless life at the same time. and you only have one mouth. Thank God. Oh. That would be a nightmare. You have to love life. Otherwise, how will you ever love life? What's the secret to that? What's the remedy? What's the... gratitude and acceptance. There's a lot of emotional maturity that's demanded. In order to be grateful and in order to accept. Accept everything that's happened, everything that ever will happen. It's just a happening and that we're here to learn. But learning in the name of love, all learning is in the name of love, but consciously learning through the exploration of all facets of love in the human experience. That's a different kettle of fish. This really is such a nice space to live. Energetically, I mean, if you disregard the fact that there's a dismembered tree, murder scene, directly opposite. I'm not going to live in this park in my tent forever. I've had to just find a space to be still, to let everything catch up. Not that I've been running, just advancing, treading the path, the middle road. We carried so much, but only ever in the name of weightlessness and to understand. The problem is that there is no problem, and we're used to problems, life, in a pre-programmed state. Problematic, but it's not obstacles, barriers. It's just lessons. You don't know how strong you are until you've got no choice but to be strong. You don't know how much you want to live, how much you enjoy life, unless you experience a state of not living, dying. And for most people, they think that's what the human experience is. Being born, being alive, then not. But who we are doesn't die. Consciousness can't die. The soul is just a keen learner. But the human that we think we are, persona, the name, the image, all of the societal roles, just make us long to feel important. Life is full of paradoxes. You, I, once we are entirely insignificant and infinitely important. Right, I need to roll a joint. Peace.